Hello friends, I'm Dr. Prakriti James, Assistant Professor, Department of Education in Pandit Sundarlal Sharma Open University, Chhattisgarh, Bilaspur. Today we are going to talk about facing difficulties positively. Let's start this with a simple short story to illustrate how to face challenges positively. This is story of a farmer and a mule. There was a farmer who owned an old mule. The mule fell into the farmer's well. The farmer heard the mule braying, or whatever sound mules make when they shout or cry. After carefully assessing the situation, the farmer sympathized with the mule, but decided that neither the mule nor the well was worth the trouble of saving. Instead, he called his neighbors together and told them what had happened, and enlisted them to help haul dirt to bury the old mule in the well and put him out of his misery. Initially, the old mule was hysterical, but as the farmer and his neighbors continued shoveling and the dirt hit his back, a thought struck him. It suddenly dawned on him that every time a shovel load of dirt landed on his back, he should shake it off and step up. This he did, blow after blow. Shake it off and step up. Shake it off and step up. Shake it off and step up. He repeated to encourage himself. No matter how painful the blows or distressing the situation seemed, the old mule fought panic and just kept right on shaking it off and stepping up. It wasn't long before the old mule, battered and exhausted, stepped triumphantly over the wall of that well. What seemed like it would bury him actually blessed him, all because of the manner in which he handled his adversity. That's life. If we face our problems and respond to them positively and refuse to give in to panic, bitterness, or self pity, life always seems a little easier. As an individual, we are continually faced with challenges, difficulties, and temporary setbacks. They are an unavoidable and inevitable part of us as a human being. By learning how to manage stress and respond with a positive attitude to each challenge, we grow as a person and start moving forward in life. In fact, without these setbacks, we could not learn what we need to know and develop the qualities of our character to where they are today. Much of our ability to succeed comes from the way we deal with life and manage stress. World which we live in is full of examples of people who have handled difficulties, challenges and hurdles positively and have come out with flying colors. There are many successful people who have overcome huge obstacles to get there. Some of the examples are Deepa Malik, the first Indian woman to win a medal in Paralympic Games. She grew up playing every sport that got her interested. But in 1999, she had to undergo life-changing surgery to remove a spinal cord tumor. Thus began her life in the wheelchair, or wheelchair as she calls it. But her strong willpower, never give up attitude, and fighting spirit did not let her stop there. By today, she has won plenty of awards and medals in her tenure, 23 international and 58 national ones to be precise. She was awarded the Padma Shri and in 2012, and last year she was bestowed with the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award, the country's highest sporting honor. Another example could be Thomas Alva Edison, who failed somewhere between 1000 to 10,000 times before he invented the light bulb. He failed at something 10,000 times. Instead of quitting, however, Edison tried and tried again until he achieved success. That kind of dedication is nothing short of extraordinary. Another example could be Albert Einstein, who could not speak until he was 4 years old. Einstein didn't speak at all for the first 3 years of his life, but even though he received good grades throughout primary and elementary school, many of his teachers assumed he was lazy because he was always distracted by abstract concepts. Despite the lack of confidence that many adults showed towards Einstein, he rose above such negativity and developed the theory of relativity. Last but not the least would be the example of Walt Disney. Walt Disney was fired from his first job at the Kansas City Star after his newspaper editor told him that he didn't have enough imagination or creativity. A few years later, he drove Disney's animation studio. Walt Disney's determination to meet his goal is a great example of overcoming life obstacles. There is something that is common to everyone, and everyone wants to get better at coping with having difficulties in life. It's not easy being positive and calm when there is a problem that is significantly affecting our lives. The first step to being positive in difficult times is to reflect on our state of mind. How are we facing this problem right now? It's difficult for our minds to be calm and positive when our emotions are focused on the problem as a problem. We feel overwhelmed, tired, frustrated, angry, or depressed because we don't have full control of a situation that is making us feel miserable and unhappy. We wish we can change it, but we don't know how to, and that makes us feel helpless. So, when we have a difficult time, being positive about a difficult situation, it's like a reminder that our minds are sending us to be present again with our minds. Is this problem really just a problem? Is this difficulty really just a difficulty? Is this illness just an illness? Is this conflict just a conflict? If we think about it, this isn't the first problem we have ever faced in life. We have gone through multitudes of them, large and small, and each time we came out of it stronger than before. And each time it taught us something valuable about life, people, and the world we live in. We are who we are today because of all this struggle and challenges. So, this problem we are facing right now has a purpose beyond the external and physical, beyond the pain and struggle. It's another opportunity for our inner selves to grow as people and to make our lives fuller. There's a spiritual happiness that is nurtured within ourselves through the growth and strength we achieve with every one of these experiences that moves us one step closer to the positive life. As it turns out, difficult situations aren't external at all. They are completely created by our minds, our perceptions, and this inner world is completely within our control. By embracing an optimistic approach, we tackle tough situations productively and with a solution-oriented mindset. By weaving optimism into our attitude, our ability to cope up with challenges may increase. No one really understands how or why a positive attitude helps people recover faster than surgery or cope better with serious diseases. Diseases as serious as cancer, heart disease, and AIDS. But mounting evidence suggests that these effects may have something to do with the mind's power over the immune system. So, think positive, act positive, and be positive, whatever be the situation or time. That's all for this discussion. Stay safe. Jai Hind.